The member from Calgary Mountain View.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. In order to implement their climate leadership plan, the government has announced phase-out of coal-fired generation of electricity. However, wholesale electricity prices have declined steadily over the past several years, and the cost of new generation is substantially higher than what pool prices have been able to produce since 2014. At current and projected price levels, the market may not be sustainable, particularly in terms of building new capacity. Higher cost generating plants may not be economically viable, and substantial subsidies may be required. To the Minister of Energy, how much more will Albertans have to pay for electricity in order to build out this new infrastructure?
Thank you, Honourable Member. Minister of Environment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the honourable member for the question. Of course, we are phasing out coal-fired electricity in the first instance, according to the federal regulations established by the Stephen Harper government, and after 2030, according to a schedule that is being, for those plants, that is being currently under discussion by the coal negotiator, Mr. Speaker. In the first instance, what is guiding our deliberations on this, as well as when we design the renewable energy procurement, competitive procurement, is stability for ratepayers, no unnecessary...
Thank you. Excuse me, honourable member. I will take care of the time. First supplemental.
Given that under current system, the government cannot guarantee power pricing, and given that almost all experts, including the government's own experts, believe that the cost of power is going to go up, can we ask the Minister of Economic Development and Trade how he expects industry, particularly heavy industry like manufacturing, to invest in Alberta given the uncertainty around one of their primary expenses?
Minister of the Environment.
Well, thank you for the question, because, you know, this is part of the climate leadership plan that indeed we are phasing out the post-2030 plants, and we are in the midst of a negotiated process for that. We are equally in the midst of designing the renewable energy procurement policies that will phase in renewable energy as coal phases out, and of course we are in the midst of that via the electricity systems operator. And in addition, there have been some budgetary pieces for community energy systems and other investments in renewables, Mr. Speaker.
Minister, second supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, given that Alberta has an energy-only market where prices are determined in real time, and given that in an energy-only market, potential investors need to see high prices for sustained periods before investing hundreds of millions of dollars, to the Minister, given the uncertainty of energy prices in energy-only markets, is the government considering alternatives, long-term fixed prices, contracts, or re-regulating the market?
Honourable Minister.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the honourable member for the question. Of course, as we negotiate the post-2030 phase-out, we are also designing the renewable energy procurement process. And within that, there are many different competitive options for how we might phase in those renewables, which are under active consideration by the electricity systems operator. I do note that there were about 130 submissions, many investors very interested in the new markets, and there's a tremendous amount of positive energy around Alberta's renewable energy procurement, and we're very pleased.